So I've actually got the AC running for the first time in like a couple weeks because it's absolutely miserably hot out. It is currently 92 degrees in the back of the van, which is definitely not ideal. But having this AC on and blowing on me all night long like I did last night, and then kind of keeping it on during the day while I'm in the van, makes it manageable. So right now it's actually blowing out, you probably won't be able to see it, won't focus on it, but it's blowing out 72 degree air, and it'll probably get down to like 68 overall once it fully cooks on, but it really doesn't keep you cool unless you're standing right in front of it. So I just use this little tube to kind of angle it towards me wherever I'm standing in the van, and it'll spot cool me off, which is more than enough. And typically on days like this where it's super hot in the van, I'll try to stay out of the van, which is kind of what I'm going to try to do today. And if you guys are wondering where I stayed last night, it's actually a pretty cool spot. So looking out my back windows in the van, if I pull down this flap, you guys will see that I got some really sick views of the mountain ranges. We're in the wilderness in Las Vegas, and the views at this campsite are just spectacular. Yeah, I'm just kidding. We're in a Planet Fitness parking lot in the middle of Las Vegas. It just so happens that the views at the back door are kind of nice, but yeah, we're just in a Planet Fitness parking lot, so it's really nothing special. So we got some coffee brewing. It is 100 degrees outside and we are in a Planet Fitness parking lot, and we're probably gonna be here all day and stay the night again tonight. So I think that this side of van life content isn't shown very much, probably because it's extremely boring staying in the parking lot all day and not doing much. So there's really not much to talk about or much to film. I'm just gonna kind of try to take you guys through a day in the life, but I'm gonna try to be as productive as possible and get as much done as I can today, and kind of show you guys what it's like when you're living out of the back of your van and you're in a parking lot pretty much all day long. Starting off with a morning cup of coffee. That is extremely hot. Oh, it's really hot. So since it's super hot out today and I want to be able to use this AC tonight when I fall asleep, I'm going to try to spend as much time as I can outside of the van so I can turn my AC off and recharge my batteries as much as possible during the day from the sun, so that I can use my AC tonight without running out of battery, so that I'm not absolutely miserable trying to get some sleep tonight. Because I used a ton of my batteries last night, so I only have less than a third of my battery left. I have 70 amp hours out of 300 amp hours. So I'm gonna try to build back as much of that power as I can today from the solar panel so I can at least use the AC somewhat tonight, but yeah. So I think the first thing we're gonna do today is head into the Planet Fitness, get a workout in, and maybe take a shower. And I don't want you guys thinking that I work out or I do this every single day. I do not even close. Most days I actually don't. It's just whenever I can or whenever I have the option to, I like to take advantage of it. There you go, workout and shower done. And I always get a lot of comments on my videos telling me to stop showing myself going to the bathroom in the mornings, but I just can't help it. That's how I start my mornings. And honestly, it's a pretty big part of van life. I get that question a lot. Where do I go to the bathroom? How do I use the bathroom while living in a van? And I don't just put it in the videos just for the fun of it. I think it's kind of important to the story of what it's like to live in a van. So that's why I put it in. But anyways, it's like 1 p.m. I haven't even eaten breakfast yet. So I'm gonna head back to the van, make some breakfast, and then I'm gonna do some grocery shopping. And it looks like we're getting a decent amount of power into the batteries. We have 121 amp hours now, and if you remember when we started, we only have 70. So that means in just about the last hour and a half, we've gained 50 amp hours. So hopefully we'll have almost a full battery by the end of the day, but probably not completely full. So, for those of you that don't know, which is probably all of you, my girlfriend is studying to be a registered dietitian right now, and I told her that I wanted to eat a little bit healthier and I want to have a more balanced diet, so she sent me over this full week's worth of meal planning and a grocery list of items for me to buy today so that I can hopefully eat healthier and waste a little bit less food than I normally do. And on this grocery list, she added little dietitian tips like beans are high in fiber and can help your poop. Try to have at least 2 servings of fruit per day, and all these little notes to help me in my journey to eating a little bit better. I think after I eat breakfast, I'm gonna walk over to the grocery store because on the other side of this Planet Fitness, there is a Albertsons. I think that's what it's called. Let me check. Yeah, Albertsons. So yeah, I'm gonna walk over there and get some groceries once I'm finished with this sandwich. And honestly, this is probably one of the most scenic parking lots that I've ever been to. Like, just look at these views. Little mountains in the background. Got the entire Las Vegas Valley in the distance. But it's honestly only beautiful that way because if you flip the camera around, you're just looking at a regular parking lot. So I don't know, I can't really complain. This is probably one of the nicer parking lots I've ever stayed in. It's well lit, I feel safe. There's really no one walking around, so got a good night's sleep last night. Hopefully get another good night's sleep tonight. All right, just finished up breakfast. Let's go get some groceries. So I get asked a lot how I deal with the loneliness being out here living in a van by myself. And that gets especially tough when you're parked out in a Planet Fitness parking lot for more than a day, because there's really not much to do and it's kind of hard to keep yourself occupied. I think the number one thing that I do is 1, I keep in touch with my friends. 2, I try to keep myself as busy as possible with filming videos, editing videos, always getting out of the van trying to do something, because if I just sit in the van all day, number 1, it's hot because it's 100 degrees, and number 2, it's just not fun, and it kind of makes me focus on all of the bad things about living in a van instead of focusing on the good things. So yeah, that's pretty much how I deal with the loneliness of it. Also, having an Xbox helps because I can still play Xbox with my friends, but yeah. I'm also constantly on the move, which is why I change spots so often, because it gets boring pretty fast when you're by yourself. So I try to move around as much as I can, always stay on the move, seeing new things, trying new things. But yeah, living on the road alone is definitely not for everybody. And I'm starting to think that I might regret walking to this grocery store because it's a lot farther than I thought it was. So my van is all the way on the other side of this AutoZone on the far end of the lot, and then the grocery store is up here, so I still got to walk all the way around to the front, and I'm planning on buying a week or 2 worth of groceries, so it might be a little tough to carry all the way back to the van, but I guess we'll see. Also, while I'm in here, maybe I'll grab some Halloween decorations, spruce up the van a little bit for October. All right, so this is a little bit more than I anticipated, but I still think it's doable to carry it, so we're gonna try. It's definitely pretty heavy. We're almost there. I think I've lost complete circulation in my pinky. We made it. My pinky might fall off though. There we go. We got all the groceries to the van without having to move it. Now I'm hot. Might need to shower again tonight. All right, so now that we made it back to the van, I gotta get all these groceries put away. And I actually did get a couple Halloween decorations, just like 2 small little things. So I got this little hanging skeleton bat that I can hang from my shelf over there. And then I got this little light up pumpkin to put on the counter somewhere. So getting festive for the season, but I'm gonna put away these groceries real quick and then I will check in with you guys once I'm done. All right, so I got all of the groceries put away and it is currently 4:15 p.m. and I'm getting kind of hungry again. So I think I'm gonna heat up some of this clam chowder that I got when I went into the store because it's quick and it's easy and I don't feel like cooking and cleaning up a big mess. And then I think I'm actually gonna enjoy it outside because there's actually a pretty good view in this parking lot. So I'm gonna grab my chair and just go sit outside and eat it. That just hangs right there. I might move him if he gets in the way, I don't know. He looks fine right there though. Yummy clam chowder. Got some sourdough bread, cream soda. Let's go find a spot outside to go eat this. All right, so I think I'm just gonna head down onto these rocks down here, set up my chair, and eat some lunch slash dinner because it's kind of late. Nope, wait, I don't fall going down these rocks. I also just realized I forgot a spoon, so I'm gonna go grab that too. Oh, not a bad spot to have some dinner. It's not the most ideal. Just kind of in the middle of a rocky patch off the side of the highway, but at least it's a good view. I can actually see the strip from here. I can see the Mandalay Bay and the Luxor over there, so that's pretty cool. But man, do I love clam chowder. On a typical day living in my van, right now would probably be the time where I would log into my phone, figure out where I'm driving, at least which direction I'm driving, log into the iOverlander app, and try to find a campsite that is near where I'd be driving to. So let's say I was driving to Joshua Tree. I'd pull up the app, roll over to Joshua Tree, look through all the spots over there, find a spot where I could park. Typically, I like to have a spot that's in the area where there's one or two backup spots, just in case the spot that I want to go to is closed or for some reason I can't get to it. So I would find a spot and then I would just head out, drive to the spot, park, camp there for the night. But since we're not doing that and we're staying in the same spot 2 nights in a row, which I typically don't do, I'm not doing that. Which is honestly kind of nice, but it just frees up so much more time in my day when there's no driving, planning, figuring out where to park, that a lot of the times I don't know what to do because I'm out here by myself. That's why typically when I'm in spots like this, I try to be as busy as possible because that's the best cure for the loneliness and the lack of things to do when you're in spots like this. I always wonder what goes through people's mind when they see me doing stuff like this. They gotta think I'm crazy or something. But anyways, let me show you guys the view that I'm looking at. The van is right there. Planet Fitness is right there. Turn around, you're kind of overlooking the entire valley. You got mountain ranges over there. And then right there, I don't know if you guys can see it, but that is the Las Vegas Strip. The Luxor is right where my fingertip is. Probably won't be able to see it on camera, but this is the view that I'm looking at from my chair. Not too bad for a parking lot. Beautiful day in Las Vegas. All right, let's head back to the van and figure out what we're gonna do for the rest of the day. All right, so I just cleaned up the van a little bit because it was a mess, but let's see how much charge we got today. So we started the day at 70 amp hours. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we're at 165 right now. So we built up roughly 100 amp hours during the day, which isn't bad. So I think I actually will be able to use my AC tonight, which is actually a godsend because it is super hot right now and I really don't feel like sleeping miserably tonight. So I'll at least be able to use it till I fall asleep and then I'll turn it off. And then once I wake up in the morning, I'll be able to turn it on again. But I should be able to use it enough at least to get to sleep. So it is currently 5:31 p.m. And typically around this time, I stop leaving the van, so I'll pretty much be in the van for the rest of the night, unless I'm driving or I'm doing something else outside of the van, hanging out with friends or whatever. But if I'm not, then I will pretty much be in the van for the rest of the night. There's really no point in going out after sunset, especially when you're in a spot like this, and the sun is about to set here. So typically around this time, I will clean the van up. I'll sweep the floors because the floors in the van are always disgusting from constantly going in and out all day long. So I will sweep the floors and then I will wipe my feet off so that I can walk around the van barefoot without having to worry about tracking dirt into the bed. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get that done now. And whenever I sweep, I always find little goodies hidden under here. So let's see what we find today. Got a little Cheez-It. Oh, and there's 2 Q-tips tied together. I guess I made myself an art project one night. I don't remember doing that though, but anyways, yeah, it's really easy to sweep these floors. It's just so tedious because typically I'll do this 4 or 5 times a day because there's just so much dust and dirt that gets collected throughout a day. And I hate tracking this stuff into my bed because it's just disgusting and it makes me feel gross when I'm sitting in bed just covered in floor dirt. So I try to sweep up as much of it as I can and not track it into the bed. But since I won't be leaving the van again tonight, this will probably be the last time that I sweep today, and actually the first time that I sweep today. And then once I get this swept up, I will wipe my feet off because I can almost guarantee you that they're black, because every day they're black, because all I do is wear Birkenstocks because it's the most convenient shoe to wear. Oh yeah. That's what happens when you wear Birkenstocks and no socks all day and walk around a parking lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those bad boys wiped off. This is pretty much the only drawback to wearing Birkenstocks all day long. They are my favorite shoes. I wear them pretty much 24/7 all year round, unless I'm in snow or something. But I actually even did wear them in snow when I did a hike in Glacier National Park, which was pretty stupid, but yeah, my feet are always black at the end of every day. So, and there we go.
Now I just gotta do the other one. This one's way dirtier. There we go. But now I've got to wash my hands because they're covered in foot dirt. So yeah, there's pretty much a process to everything when it comes to living in a van. And I've got myself pretty dialed in for what I have to do on a daily basis. But sometimes it does get annoying, especially when I'm tired and I don't feel like sitting there and wiping my feet off, but you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, so now that I've got everything that I needed to get done today, done, the van is clean, the floors are clean, my feet are clean. I think I'm probably just gonna hang out in the van, get a little bit of work done, and then maybe play some Xbox to connect with my friends back home. And I will check in with you guys a little bit later tonight. All right, you guys, it is currently 10 o'clock. I played Xbox for a lot longer than I probably should have. Used up way too much power, so now I don't have enough to use my AC tonight, which kind of sucks. It's not too hot back here, but it's definitely hot enough where it's slightly uncomfortable, but I should hopefully be able to get some good sleep tonight. And yeah, days like today are kind of what I think separates full-time van lifers from part-time van lifers, because if you're doing part-time van life, you're probably never going to have a day like this, and most people who do any kind of van life are part-time. So if you're planning on doing van life and you're planning on doing it part-time, you're probably never going to have a day like this. The only way that you're probably going to have a day like this is if you do it full-time and you do it for a long time, because after a while, when you traveled enough, staying in places like this is just easier, it's more convenient, and you start to care a lot less. But for me, even when I park in spots like this, I try to make the best of it, eat outside, hang out outside, and just kind of enjoy not driving for a day. But anyways, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me again today, giving me someone to talk to. I always love taking you guys with me on my adventures and showing you guys what it's like. If you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys next time.